How can God become man? The Incarnation is the Christian belief that God, the creator of the universe, became human in the person of Jesus Christ. Or as 1 John verse 14 puts it, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth." Now many worldviews and schools of thought dispute this Christian teaching, claiming that the Incarnation is illogical or even blasphemous. Particularly when it comes to online communities, there are a multitude of objections that tend to be formulated differently at times, but mostly boiling down to two simple objections. Number one, how could the greater become lesser? As well as number two, why would the greater become lesser? But before answering these, there are important elements that are unique to the Incarnation of Jesus that need to be pointed out. In other religions, there are other forms of incarnations, yes, but they are not identical to that of Christ. In Hinduism, you find the concept of the avatars, of which the word avatar comes from the Sanskrit avutaru, meaning descent, where a god descends to earth in human or animal or mixed form of some kind in order to intervene in the human world. Now, one crucial difference between the avatars in Hinduism and the Incarnation of Jesus Christ is that in Hinduism, an avatar is when a deity like Vishnu takes on the mere appearance of a human and displays human-like characteristics, but does not actually become human. Whereas in the Incarnation, Jesus truly becomes human. The hypostatic union is a concept in Christology that explains the union between Jesus' two natures. Although he is one person, Jesus, he has two natures, that of God and man. And because he is truly both, he did not simply appear to be a man, rather he was an actual man. It's important to point out that Jesus isn't man become God, he's God become man. And this order matters, because he has always been God from before the creation of the universe, who added a human nature to himself. Now this addition is permanent and inseparable. Jesus did not stop being man even after he rose from the dead and ascended to heaven. Now how could the infinite God of the universe become a finite man? Critics of the Incarnation often attempt to prove that it's illogical by juxtaposing those two things. But Jesus doesn't have to sacrifice human characteristics for divine characteristics, or the other way around. His two natures aren't at odds. His person unites both natures, meaning that even though his human nature is finite and his divine nature is infinite, the one person is both truly a finite man and the infinite God. This unique quality is why Christ is capable of uniting both God and man and bridge differences that would have otherwise alienated humanity from divinity, because he is the best of both worlds. He is the God-man. And this is actually a property of the greater, that the greater by definition is greater because it can enter into the lesser, but the lesser cannot enter into the greater. And we observe this quality of the greater in other things as well. A good example would be that the wise can understand foolishness, but the foolish could never understand wisdom, which shows that when critically thought out, the Incarnation is actually proof that Christ is greatest, because among the gods, he alone is loving enough and willing enough to enter the lesser with its anxieties, sufferings, and overall messy reality in order to reconcile humanity and divinity through the cross of Calvary. And this, my friends, this is the God that you need. The God who willingly gets down in the mud that is the complexities of human living and doesn't shy away from its crushing burdens. Jesus Christ is that God, about whom we can truly say, "Praise be to the Lord, to God our Savior, who daily bears our burdens."